everybody, welcome back to another first impression moveless video from Multiverse. My name is Silvokiji, and welcome to TheZoneGamingGo. So today we're going to be talking about Tom and Jerry. This is a character that actually interests me a lot, just like similar to Bugs Bunny. Mage characters to me are something that I'm actually going to grow accustomed to, mage and support-wise. I'm not really into tank and bruisers, so these projectile-oriented characters is kind of where I'm going to actually lay a lot. I'm going to turn instant cooldowns on so we can kind of just do the move repeatedly if we have to. Let's look at Tom and Jerry's moveset. He is a mage hybrid from the Tom and Jerry show. His passive ability is called Cheesy Does It. If one if one of Tom's allies picks up Jerry, they will get a cheese buff that increases the damage they deal. While attached, if Tom uses the normal ground neutral attack, Jerry will throw a tennis ball at Tom. So I was kind of thinking in my head about why all these different types of buffs, but then I kind of had I don't know if they call it an idea exactly why. I don't think you can stack buffs in this game. I'm not 100% sure on this, but if you can't stack buffs, it makes sense because you can actually give yourself different buffs to just kind of like increase your power. The more buffs you have, the stronger you become, rather than something kind of, if you have a cheese buff and you get another cheese buff, you won't have two cheese buffs. I don't know. Could be. It could be a thing. Let's hope not. So basically Tom and Jerry are separate people from what this passive is telling us. You can attach Jerry to different people or different allies, and basically they will get a buff from it. Okay, so let's start with the attacks. Attack neutral. Tom charges a swing with a tennis racket that reflects projectiles. This is volley. It's the same as ground when you're done there. Side attack, mallet time. A combo of swings with a large mallet. And air is called scratch cat. 2 fast swipes forward. So, okay. Up attack, we got paddle. Charge and attack where Tom uses a paddle ball above his head. The longer you charge, the more bounces the paddle ball makes. You can move side to side during the attack. Oh, okay, I see. I can get the visual in my head. Trash ban when done in the air. Tom slams 2 trash can lids above his head. The hit is strongest where the lids collide. Oh, okay. Okay, down attack, feline pounce. Charge a pounce attack forward that breaks armor. Charging that increases the distance of the pounce. And when done in the air, it becomes cast iron crusher. Tom swings his frying pan downward. I can definitely see the cartoonish nature of the character, which is something I'm really hoping for because Bugs Bunny had it, and I'm really looking at Tom and Jerry to kind of have it. Specials. Special neutral is slingshot sharpshooter. Tom aims and fires Jerry as a projectile. Cool. If Jerry is away, Tom will shoot a tennis ball projectile that towards Jerry, and the ball gains power when reflected by Tom's tennis racket again. The tennis ball can be fired multiple times before a cooldown. So there's something interesting to note that it says the ball gains power when reflected by Tom's tennis racket. That means other people who reflect the tennis ball, will they have the same effect or will it just be nullified? I mean, they probably can be reflected, but I don't know specifically by Tom's tennis ball. We'll just have to find it out one day or another. Side special, going fishing. Tom will cast forward with a fishing rod. The fishing lure projectile will stay out until you release input or lure hits an enemy while traveling. The lure hits enemies when reeled in. Okay, so when it hits an enemy, you reel them in. I mean, that sounds self-explanatory. You think about going fishing. I forgot there's another character that uses the rod. PlayStation All-Stars. Oh, the little cat thing. Can't remember his name. Can't remember his name. The little cat. I think the little cat uses the fishing lure. Okay, up special. Rocket mouse. Tom straps Jerry to a rocket projectile. The rocket can be steered. If Jerry is not with Tom, then Tom launches a rocket that locks onto Jerry. When done in the air, Tom launches up slightly and Jerry moves in an arc instead of being aimed. Okay, so that kind of gives you some of that Rosalina and Luma type of feel. Or is it Luma or Luna? I don't know, I think it's Luma. Yeah, type of feel. So basically, it's like you can fight with Jerry from afar, or use him as like an advantage point, put him on the edge or something, and it can work really well. Snap trap. I wonder if Jerry can die. We'll see that. We'll see that soon. That's gonna be like one of the first things I attempt. So down special. Snap trap. Tom will place a mousetrap projectile on the ground. Any ally that runs over the trap will get the cheese buff and will add cheese to the trap, increasing its power. Interesting. Look out below. When done in the air, Tom drops a stick of dynamite projectile that will explode on his second bounce or if hits an enemy. The dynamite gains power if reflected by Tom's tennis racket. So we got 2 moves so far that can be reflected by Tom's tennis racket that will gain increased power. The dynamite as well as the tennis balls that are hit back by Jerry. Okay, let's go look at the visual display. So far we got a lot of things going on with Tom and Jerry. Like I said, this character. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is nice. They keep that, like, at first I was thinking, like, you know, you look at the picture, it seems like, oh, they're friends, but when you actually play as the character, you can see they're in a constant struggle, stress and battle. So it feels like that they don't really care about anybody else right now except trying to beat each other up. Okay, let's go for jumps. Okay, he's trying to still catch Jerry here. Okay, both of them freak out. That's really cool. Okay, so let's do a neutral. So this is a neutral here, trying to hit Jerry. I love that, like kind of barely hits it. Okay, neutral in the air. Same thing. Side attack. Mallet swing. We can keep on going. In the air. What was it in there again? Oh, just two swipes. That's what it was. Up attack. Oh yeah, you can move with this too. Well done there. And we got ground attack. It's kind of like a little swipe, like a low-key swipe. Let's do it again. Let's charge it up. One down there. There's the spike, of course. So pretty much all those moves are like your basic everyday hits. The side attack, regular attack, down attack. So nothing really special with those moves. But what I'm really interested in is this tennis racket ability here. This is what like two specials basically reference on this moveset. So first up, we're doing neutral special. So this is the throw Jerry, where it looks like here, and I'm seeing like this little counter here. Oh, so we go to Jerry, we get it back. Okay, so let's see. So I was checking it out. So if I press any one of my buttons, he'll shoot the cork. Let's get him back. And so let's check this out. So if I press it again here, instead of like throwing Jerry, I'll throw tennis balls. Hit tennis ball, it'll gain power. Okay, that's cool. Now let's do side special. Side special is the reel. So I wonder if I get rid of Jerry, can I get Jerry with the reel? And I can aim it a little bit. Oh, I can pull him back. I can pull Jerry back. Okay. One down in the air, same thing. Okay, for a special. That's hilarious. Oh, and he'll put him down. Pick him up again. One down in the air. They'll just shoot him an arc, still drop him. So, what I'm seeing so far is that you don't really lose a lot of stuff when Jerry's away from you. I don't know if his damage output decreases when Jerry's not there. Actually, it doesn't look like it. I don't think it would, because all you're doing is technically missing Jerry. But it seems like it's a lot of like advantageous strategies can go into leaving Jerry on the ground. Of course, when he actually has the 5 corks loaded up on him, it tells you where Jerry actually is. So I guess you can't get confused by it, or you have to constantly look for him. So far, I think that's fair. Okay, this is the down special here. This creates the cheese trap. So when a person actually goes to it, it lays more cheese. So let me see if we can go ahead and put him on patrol. There we go. Put a trap here. Oh, I messed up. Let me do it right here. Is he just not gonna go past the cheese trap? Why don't you just do this? Are you confused? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. It says time will place mousetrap projectile on the ground. Any ally that runs over the trap with with a cheese buff. Oh, okay. So here. Okay, this is pretty hard to do since you're not really. I just need you to move out the way so I can do this. I need you to move. Darn it. You're in the way. I'm really doing the most right now, huh? He's not running over any of the traps. Okay, there we go. I think we got him. I think he loaded it up. I'm gonna assume he loaded it up. Yeah, I'm gonna assume he loaded it up. Probably didn't, but I'm tired of looking at this. Okay, we also got to see what it looks like when Jerry actually is on a ally as well, so that's cool. So when Jerry is knocked away and we are going to do the rocket, it'll go towards Jerry instead. So that way you can kind of use Jerry as like a positioning tool. Oh, somehow I won't try. It's like instantaneous. Let me cool down, sir. I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, I figured. Yeah, okay. So Jerry can't die. It does take a while for him to come back. So Jerry has a cooldown. What else has cooldowns? We got Slingshot Sharpshooter is a cooldown. So I can't really abuse it. And we got Snap Trap and Rocket Mouse cooldown. So we can't abuse that as well. So that's something to look into, or something to actually kind of guess here. So let's bring out Jerry once we get the opportunity. Let's do this in air actually first before we use Jerry again. So yeah, so makes sense. I just love how you can make this trap here. Shows that you can't make another one yet. And let's go to down version real quick. And that's the dynamite. Yeah, just wait till it charges up. Kind of go trap next year. It's like, what are you doing? Okay, so I think that's pretty much it that I kind of wanted to figure out. Like, yeah, I think I'm pretty good. I really want to play as this character. I really want to unlock this character and play him in the versus mode and stuff and see how well I do. But so far, Tom and Jerry just reminds me of Rosalina and Luma, and I just kind of I can't really get rid of that familiarity with the characters. And just kind of do a run through to make sure there's anything we haven't missed yet. We got reflecting, the cheese buff, everything's good, everything's dandy. Okay, if you like this video, leave a like. If you don't have to leave a like, you can just go to a different video. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and remember, I'll be doing a lot of these in the future, a lot of matches and the multiverses. I plan on playing this game a ton when I actually kind of get started. The beta will be released in July, I believe, and that's when I'll be on the most. But for right now, I'm just kind of looking at all the characters and seeing where it takes me. Enjoy the rest of your day.